Well, this is Jess and Christian Talk to Missionaries. And today we're with some folks who are in Edinburgh, Texas. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us where you are?
Scott and Kathy Craig, we are serving with the Northern Mexico team that is headquartered in CPI or headquartered in Monterey, CPI. We are currently living on the border, and basically, they got us back with the team recently in 2021 to kind of revitalize the short-term team ministry, whereas we had been in Juarez the previous 4 years. So,
Okay.
yeah, we're living in Edinburgh and coordinating the teams along the border and northern Mexico.
Okay. So how many teams would you say that you're coordinating, and kind of how many church plants are we talking about?
Well, we had 4 teams last summer, and we're looking at 6 this summer. We just did a site visit to Durango, Mexico, because that's a new city that we're going to be bringing teams back to. We're going to do 2 weeks in July there. Then we're actually going to do a week in Monterey, a week in Saltillo, and 2 weeks here in Reynosa, right on the border. So we are starting to see the teams and the number of churches interested in getting back to short-term ministry rise now here after COVID kind of put a big kibosh on things for a while,
Yeah.
but it's building back up and it's getting
Okay.
better. When you bring a team, you help improve the facilities, number one, for the church plant, and then you create opportunities for the gospel to be shared that just aren't normally there, probably for the church and the pastor. So short-term teams and Westminster had come to Juarez a couple times with us, and so they know the effect that it can really create opportunities that are just not normally there.
And also, I think too, it raises up the next generation of missionaries. Talk
Hmm.
to a lot of different missionaries. They're on the field because of a short-term trip. And also, it changes people to pray differently for missionaries. They come down and say, hey, they're just like us. We're big sinners too, and in need of a savior in it. And we're not somebody special out there doing something. We're doing something that we're just the hands and feet. That's all we are.
And then a third effect that we sometimes forget is that the teams that come and the folks that come from the U.S. and make relationships with the nationals just kind of just infuse them with an excitement, and it gets them excited about thinking about being a missionary maybe in the future, but it also just encourages them in their daily walk and to get out and see their church grow, not just when the teams are there, but when the teams aren't there.
I love that. I love that. We'd love to send a team down. How can we be praying for you guys and your ministry?
Well, this like I said, this summer we're seeing 6 teams, and we're going to be in like what 5 cities. So there's a lot of logistics and travel, and so definitely you could pray for traveling mercies, for wisdom, how to just go about being the best servants for the churches, and how we can how we can pull this all together, really.
And to give you just a little perspective, Durango's 9 hours from the border. So, and Monterey's about 3 hours. Saltillo's only an hour from there. There's 6 hours between Durango and Monterey, and Reynosa's up here. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're in towns close to each other. And the teams are big this year. We usually in Juarez we would cap it at like 14 mostly, and we can cap this year. People don't seem interested in wanting their group to be capped. So three of our groups I think are at 20
Yeah.
plus 20 plus people. So really you can pray for the transportation needs of being able to get them around well. And
Yeah.
just that we have servants' hearts, and we, sometimes we can get so busy with doing that we lose focus of why we're there.
Yeah. So logistically, you're taking care of like flights and travel in country. And I mean, what all do you have to do?
We take care of, once they get here, we take care of them. They do their own flights, but we pick them up at the airport. We're taking them to the hotel. We're making sure they have all their meals. Scott does all the construction things, equipment, works with the nationals and getting that stuff done, and then helping with logistics for Vacation Bible School.
So Christian, are you ready for your lightning final four?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Would you rather hiking or camping?
You say hiking or camping?
Mhm.
Yes.
Hiking for me.
Hiking for me too.
Okay.
Would you rather Italian food or Chinese food?
Ooh, that's a tough
There
one.
is a wrong answer here.
Yeah,
We like both equally.
I like General Tso's chicken. So
Okay,
Chinese.
that's Chinese food. All right.
Would you rather a podcast or music?
Podcast or music?
Music.
I'm a podcaster probably.
Okay.
Okay.
And last one.
Who would win, chupacabra or a goose?
Who would win, a chupacabra or a goose?
I think a chupacabra, no?
I don't know. Have you seen these geese? They're pretty mean. We have geese. That's why he's asking, because they're
Okay.
all
Bye-bye.
right.
Bye.
Hasta luego.